Available now. Link below.
Brace yourselves for a shocking expose that will shatter the viral narrative surrounding the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse in Baltimore. A video purporting to show a massive explosion causing the catastrophe is taking the internet by storm, but is it really what it seems? In this special report, we'll dive deep into the origins of this footage and uncover the startling truth the mainstream media isn't telling you. From tracing the video's true source to revealing the real cause of the bridge's demise, we'll take you on a jaw-dropping journey that separates fact from fiction. You won't believe the twists and turns this investigation takes as we expose the depths of the deception, but that's not all. Our final thought will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about this tragic event. So don't miss a single moment of this groundbreaking report. Now, folks, before we dive into this explosive expose, a quick word from our sponsor. Just like how a single ship collision can bring down a massive bridge, a single energy-draining appliance can cause your power bills to skyrocket. With record-high energy costs and utility companies leaving millions in uncollected bills, it's time to fight back with this game-changing device. Tens of thousands are already using it to optimize their home's power usage and slash their bills by up to 65%. Don't let the greedy utility companies win. Visit don'twastepower.com to get your hands on this energy-saving miracle at an exclusive discount. That's don'twastepower.com, your bridge to lower power bills and a brighter future. Now, let's take a look at the video that sparked this viral sensation. Take a look. This is the video. It is going viral right now, causing all of the people to speculate. It's shocking, isn't it? But before we buy into the hype, let's dive deeper into the facts. The claim that this video shows an explosion on the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore on March 26, 2024 spread like wildfire on X, formerly known as Twitter, as seen in this screenshot right here. This is the tweet that went viral. However, a reverse image search of a still from the video revealed a startling truth. The footage actually depicts an explosion on the bridge over the Kerch Strait between Russia and Crimea in October of 2022, as reported by the New York Post. Furthermore, a Google News search for Francis Scott Key Bridge and explosion in Baltimore, Maryland yielded no results supporting the claim, as evidenced by this screenshot here. So what really caused the bridge to collapse? Well, a YouTube search revealed the truth that a ship hit one of the bridge's columns, causing a portion of the structure to crumble into the water below. Let's take a look at CBS Evening News on this.
Looking at this video where you see the ship hit one of the columns and then the bridge just collapse into the water. What we've been learning over the past couple of hours as we've been speaking with some of the officials there is that as of now they're searching for about 20 people potentially. This is according to the Baltimore City Fire Chief in some interviews from earlier this morning. Again, this happened around 1:30 or so a.m. Darkness is making this search that much more difficult.
Absolutely tragic. Now, Baltimore City Fire Department Chief James Wallace and Mayor Brandon Scott held a press conference to address the incident, confirming that a ship had struck the bridge, leading to its partial collapse. Let's take a look at NBC New York on that.
At some point during that chain of events of calls, we began to receive indications that a ship may have struck the Key Bridge. We got further information through multiple calls that the Key Bridge, portions of the Key Bridge had actually collapsed. At about 01:50 hours, our first unit arrived on scene and reported a complete collapse of the Key Bridge. We were also given information at that time that there were likely multiple people on the bridge at the time of the collapse, and that as a result, multiple people were in the water. We were able to remove 2 people from the water. One individual refused service and refused transport. Essentially, that person was not injured. However, there was another individual that's been transported to a local trauma center that is in very serious condition.
Now, according to the Associated Press, 2 people were rescued, with one in serious condition, while rescuers searched for at least 7 others in the water. And now this just in, actually, this is coming from Real America's Voice. Authorities have now suspended the search for 6 missing workers after the bridge collapse. All 6 workers are presumed dead, though, however, the search will resume on Wednesday morning. Now, Governor Wes Moore shed further light on the events, stating that officials saved lives by stopping traffic on the bridge as the ship crew issued a mayday while losing power. Let's take a look at Fox News on this.
Hello, my name is Bill Del Bagno. I'm the special agent in charge of the Baltimore field office. First and foremost, I want to say that our hearts go out to everyone that is impacted by this tragedy, especially the victims and their families. On behalf of the FBI, I would like to say that we are with you, we're with Baltimore, and we're with the partners every step of the way. The FBI, on very first, looking at and assessing this matter from an investigative standpoint, I want to be clear that there is no specific or credible information to suggest that there are ties to terrorism in this incident. The FBI has been part of this response from the beginning. We came within 1 hour to the command post and quickly lashed up with our very strong partners all along the way. We will bring whatever resources that the FBI has to bear. We've already brought our crisis response, our victim services, and just recently our underwater search evidence recovery teams are on site. And we will continue to provide all those resources as long as it takes. And as the investigation goes on, we will take it to its logical conclusion along with our partners. To the people of Baltimore, to the public, I ask you to be patient as we go through this and as information becomes available to us. And lastly, I want to say thank you. Thank you to our partners. Thank you to everyone who in the FBI and counts on the FBI. We will always bring what we need to the people of Baltimore, and we are with you.
Now, the Singapore
Hello,
flagship
my name is Bill
called Dolly, and chartered by Danish shipping company Maersk, was carrying cargo from Baltimore Harbor to Sri Lanka when the incident occurred. Local pilots, not the ship's crew, were navigating the vessel at the time of the collision. Tragically, another video captured the heart-wrenching moments leading up to the cargo ship colliding with the bridge, showing the ship's lights extinguishing and smoke billowing out before impact. Now, let's go to that footage. Now, this is the footage. It is definitely sped up a little bit. This is the dolly entering the frame. And you can see here, yes, power loss right there. Clearly something ship-wide is occurring on this vessel. And now lights restored. So the ship's crew is clearly doing something. Now smoke is billowing out. Now I'm not sure if that's due to the engines being thrust into perhaps reverse or not. Or there's a fire on board. That still remains to be seen, but clearly there's electrical systems taking out major functions of the vessel, and there it is. There's the collapse. Absolutely tragic. Now, I want to point out the Emmy-winning investigative reporter, Lara Logan. She's made a startling claim about the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse, suggesting it may have been a deliberate attack on U.S. critical infrastructure. And according to Logan, multiple intelligence sources believe the incident was a brilliantly executed strategic attack likely carried out through cyber means. And she argues the attack has effectively divided the nation along the Mason-Dixon line and crippled a vital supply chain for hazardous materials. Logan highlights several factors that suggest the incident was a deliberate act, including the ship's failure to enter the approach lane, the timing during a full moon to maximize tidal shift, and the location chosen to limit the ship's maneuverability. While these claims have not been independently verified, they do raise serious questions about the vulnerability of our nation's critical infrastructure and the potential for targeted attacks to cause widespread disruption and harm. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. Now, the viral video claiming to show an explosion on the Francis Scott Key Bridge was a hoax, but the real story goes beyond just a tragic accident. Emmy-winning investigative reporter Lara Logan Her startling claim about the incident being a deliberate attack on U.S. critical infrastructure raises serious questions about our nation's vulnerability and the potential for targeted strikes to cause widespread harm. In a world where misinformation spreads rapidly, it is crucial that we verify facts before sharing. At the same time, we must remain vigilant and critically examine all possibilities when it comes to threats to our national security. Now, this story serves as a reminder that not everything online is true, and it's up to us to be discerning in the face of both misinformation and potential threats. Only by seeking the truth, thinking critically, and working together to protect our nation can we hope to build a more informed, secure, and united republic. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.